Okay, so good morning. We are in Hamburg and Steinwerder Port. We are now going to be showing you a real-time video of us walking into the centre of Hamburg. We've seen a few videos, there's a lot of things in there, so we've just filmed it from exactly outside of the port terminal entrance here. So all you do is when you come out the port terminal entrance, you take a left and you walk straight up to the front there, and then you'll see in a bit we will take a left, but I'll stay quiet for a moment and we'll just film as we go. So it's interesting to know that obviously we're going to walk in today. This wasn't possible till they turned one of these old, I think it's like a cargo tunnel into a foot tunnel. So on the actual river, I think it's called the Elbe River, there's an old cargo tunnel that they now use for foot crossings. It's about, I'm going to say, 3 kilometres away from the ship. Well, this specific part of the dock on the Steinwerder, where you come in. It's not too long. We think it's going to take us between 20 and 30 minutes to get in to the centre. But like I said, this is going to be a real-time video, so you can actually see how long it takes. We walk at an average pace, not too fast, not too slow. Of course, I'm with Michael as well. He's in the back there. He's probably a little bit slower than me, but let's be mindful, he's 64. So if he can do it, anybody can do it. I will mention, however, there are other ways you can get into the city centre. It's not just walking. This is just something we're going to be doing today because we love to walk and we've been eating quite a lot of food on board, so we thought it'd be a good time to get some exercise in because we've done absolutely nothing for the last 3 days. So there are other routes. You can take buses. There's buses outside the front of the terminal. I'm not too sure on the price of those. I have read some reviews there that some people get confused with what buses to catch and they get lost, etc. So this is why we're going to be walking today. Taxis, however, it's not that far to the centre, so we weren't going to pay the hiked prices for taxis from the port entrance to the city centre. So this is probably the best route for us because it doesn't go out of the town then back into the town. It literally goes straight into the town. There are water taxis available. Again, though, you will have to walk to get to the water taxi terminal. There is one not far from Steinwerder dock where we are here, and I believe it's about 3 to 5 euro in, something along those lines. We haven't really researched that, but we will have a look and we'll hopefully pop the prices up on the screen as I'm saying this. But anyway, I'll quickly turn the camera around because you can see we're going to be making a small manoeuvre in a minute. So we've done nothing but turn left at the port entrance and walk straight forward. So nothing's changed, we're sticking to the exact same path. We'll continue walking up the path until I think there is one change where we have to cross over the road at some point. But to be fair, this route in is mainly just walking on the same path without diverting off. But like I said, when we get a bit closer, I'll show you where it changes, and then hopefully you can understand it a little bit better. So it does look like ahead they've got some works happening where they've cordoned off the road. So I'm going to cross the road just to get past this bit, but ideally on any normal average day you wouldn't have to cross the road because there would be no reason to. But today, as you can see, there is a reason to. So I'm just going to quickly cross across the road. Then as soon as we're past the works on that building in front, I'll cross back over, and hopefully when you come you won't have to cross over. So as you can see, I know I keep rabbiting on, but there's the ship over there in the background. It hasn't been too far yet. And the town, the city centre, is literally just, I can see it in the distance there. I reckon it's going to be about another 20 minutes walk and we'll be good. So fingers crossed, we make it within the 30 minutes. So I'm just going to cross back over the road now as to the path we were on originally, just so we're now past the road, the works on the buildings, so I can just come back onto this path now and carry on forward. Hopefully you understood all that, because usually you wouldn't have to cross over, but today we have. So over the railway tracks. So the reason why I stopped it there was because if you look ahead, you see a bridge that goes over. Just as you start to go over where the railings start, to the left of that, I believe, is an actual water taxi positioning point if you want to catch the water taxi in, but we're not going to. We're literally going to carry on the path that we were originally walking on, where Michael is standing now, and we are going to cross over the road just this one time, because the footpath ends and we need to be on the safe footpath. So we're going to cross the road now, if Michael doesn't get killed. Okay. And then, if I'm not mistaken, we stay on this path once again all the way to the Elbe Tunnel. It's that simple. We're literally staying on the same footpath, crossing over once, and we are going to walk to the Elbe Foot Tunnel. You can probably see to the left of me our ship that we come. So we've basically done a big circle around our ship. So our ship is now on our left-hand side as we continue on. I thought I'd just quickly pop you around so you can see the slow coach in the back there, trying to keep up with the young whippersnapper that is me. How are you feeling, Mike?
Yeah, I'm good. It's not a bad walk.
It's all right, isn't it? I think this would be definitely my preferred way in.
Yeah. See, some people took that road across, and I did beckon them to come this way, but I don't know whether they are following us.
Yeah, there's a lot of confusion with this walk. There is a way into the city where you go over that footbridge where I showed you where the water taxi place was. We've done some research and it's a lot longer to get in. I'm not sure what part of the city it actually brings you into, but it goes out and then back in on itself, whereas this cuts straight through the river, and when you come out on the other side, you're in the centre. So
I'm looking forward to this tunnel.
Me too. I love a tunnel.
I love a good tunnel. It looks quite an interesting one.
It does.
So going down quite deep, and I think it's how far across? About a quarter of a mile.
Yeah, I think it was about 0.3 of a mile or something like that.
Should be very interesting.
I'm too far.
Still very industrial around here, isn't it?
But it's quiet.
Yeah.
Apart from the guy in front mowing the grass that doesn't exist. I'll turn you around to see him. I think he's weed whacking. But the beautiful thing with this walk as well is when you're on, excuse the loud noise, when you're on a bus, especially when you're coming off a cruise ship, those buses are going to be absolutely chock-a-blocked because everybody wants to do the same thing. The only thing you can do in Hamburg really is go into Hamburg. So for all those people with issues, that's the route you take. It's actually quite nice to see like that. The fact that this is an industrial area, quite forgotten about, but they're actually maintaining the roads.
Yeah, the roads look really good. Well marked, and they've got cycle lanes each side.
And now they're going to be getting rid of the weeds, so no weeds.
No little weed? I'll give him the age away there.
You on about Bill and Ben?
Yeah. How do you know Bill and Ben?
I used to watch, I used to have a poster watch with Mother.
Ah.
Yeah.
There we go. I thought it was finished many years ago.
Yeah, but I think all of you oldies don't realise that back when I was a kid, we had 3 channels, and they were all repeats from the 60s and 70s.
When I was a child, I only had this.
So like watching Doctor Who from like the 70s and stuff, it was normal.
Weather's not too bad, is it?
Well, it's overcast, but it's not too cold. It's nice. It's copable.
It would have been nice to have had some sun, but at least we haven't got rain.
No.
Oh, those people are following us, so... Oh, see that boat in the...
I do, yeah. Bit of a super yacht over there.
That looks lovely. Is this the river here? Because I wonder where that boat is, the water taxi. I haven't seen any signs for that.
No.
And yet, I reckon it's probably not far from here. I have to say, Dave, there's not too many people walking it from the ship.
Which surprised me, but as I was saying before the Arctic lorries are coming, the buses seems to be the route that most people will take.
Yeah.
The problem is when you're on a big ship like we are, 3,300 passengers,
roughly, I think.
And everybody is having the same thought. Those buses are going to be chocker. People are going to pay through the odds for taxis. This is literally, if you like walking like Mike and I do, and you're used to a small walk, I think it's about 1.5 mile to 2 mile, then this is the way for you. I mean, we're loving it so far. We're loving the autumnal colours on the trees.
I have got some information, Dave, because we had a note pushed through our cabin door yesterday, which you could book the shuttle, and for a return journey, now I've got to be careful here, I can't remember whether it was $19 or €19, but it's suggested that you pre-booked it, and I think you were then given a number or something, but we obviously haven't done that. But there is a way that you can book the shuttle bus, but don't just come out and think you're going to get on it. Make sure you pre-book it. And of course $19 or pounds is going to be a lot cheaper than a taxi would be.
Yeah, I think taxi prices were quite extortionate.
I think it was saying 20 to about £35, which seems a hell of a lot of money.
Although it really fascinates me, Mike, the fact that they've got this amazing infrastructure with the bike lanes, and yet I've just seen a Lime scooter. You would have thought at the ports they'd have bikes for hire and Lime scooters for hire, because people could quite easily then get off, ride into town, leave their bikes in town, because that's what you do in London. Why not have it here?
Perhaps they're just too worried that there'll be too much chaos with too many cruise passengers leaving scooters all over the footpaths and everywhere.
Maybe.
So, but yeah, I mean, the path into that we've walked so far is flat. It's got the excellent cycle lane. It would be perfect for electric scooters.
Would.
But we've not seen any, have we? Apart from the one that's sort of abandoned on the side of the road. We've not seen anybody using them here.
And I'm pretty sure I saw a video once about a year ago on this same route, and it was still there. So I don't know. I don't know if it's like a bit of a memorial. I don't know. Right, so coming up, you can see a junction on your right. No confusion here. You do not deviate at all. You carry on straight. You do not go right here. You carry on straight, and about, I'm going to say, a quarter of a mile up, you will find the entrance to the tunnel. So we're not going to go right here. We're going to continue across this junction and carry on straight. I mean, to be fair, the signage says there as well, if you can see it on the signage, Alter Elbe Tunnel, 0.6 of a kilometre. So it's not too far at all, just round this corner basically. So, I'm praying that around this corner now we should see the entrance to the Elbe Tunnel. Fingers crossed. Otherwise this video will be absolutely pointless.
Dave, you can definitely see the city getting closer now.
Oh yes.
The church spires are quite amazing.
Yes, you can see them over there. And I'm pretty sure that in front of us, Mike, where that red building is,
Yes.
is the tunnel,
Is the
that we
tunnel.
need. Which have meant that we have done it from ship to entrance in about 24 minutes.
Yeah, and it was quite an easy walk. I mean, the only thing I would say is we're fairly quick walkers, aren't we? But It's a fairly easy walk.
Yeah, I mean, like I said at the beginning of the video, we're not slow and we're not fast, we're just in the middle. Obviously you're going to get a lot of hikers that could probably do this a lot faster, but it's not a race. It's about getting there comfortably.
And I definitely have to say, for people with wheelchairs or mobility scooters, it's a good surface all the way. There's been no steps.
Yeah.
So it is an option. Not sure how the tunnel's set up for it, but we'll have a look at that.
Well, I know that we go down under the river, so fingers crossed there's lifts. And here we have in front of us the entrance to the Elbe Tunnel. Hope I'm saying that right. Elbe, one or t'other. Now, fingers crossed it's still free. It's always been free, a free passing, but the last video I saw, like I said, was about a year ago. So hopefully nothing's changed within that time and it's still free to pass through, but we shall see. So we're inside now, so you might come in and film in. I think we're in some sort of like road lift. So at some point this will come down and we'll go downstairs, but we will see. So I'll just pause the video now and then hopefully we'll see you at the bottom. So as you can see, we're now going down in the lift. I'll just turn you around there. So as you can see, oh, and zoom in. We're going down in the lift now to the bottom level. And then hopefully these doors will open and we can walk straight through to the other side. Okay. And as you can see, we are in the tunnel. And it's just a straight track right the way through. Obviously it used to be a road. This is obviously an old cargo tunnel. And you can still see the road section. I think that's for bikes and things, which is really cool. You've got the footpaths on the one side, and it appears to be people walking through the tunnel upwards on the right, and people coming back on the left. Oh, Mike's away filming. I was going to ask him his opinion then, but obviously he's too busy filming, but we will see now. Try and get past these people, and then we can have a little look-see and see where we're going. Try to straighten that up. And there we go. We have come to the end. Back up the lifts and we'll be on the Hamburg city centre side. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is the walk from the cruise ship to the centre. I'll just quickly pause you now and start filming again when we reach the top. So that concludes the walking journey from ship in Steinwerder Port to Hamburg centre. Walk takes approximately 25 to 35 minutes depending on your walking pace. When you leave the lift at the Elbe Tunnel exit, you'll be in the centre of Hamburg, approximately 10 minutes walk to the city centre. You will also be greeted with hop-on, hop-off bus services and the tourist information office, along with a train station just over the footbridge in front of you. We hope this video has been helpful and thank you for watching. Please help us by liking this video and subscribing if you haven't already. Don't forget to ring the bell for future content.